Aw, man. Looks like I ate all my popcorn before the video even started. Hi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. Today, we are going to be watching another movie voted by my patrons over on my Patreon, and it is The Classic Tale of the Birds by none other than Alfred Hitchcock. Now, my first interaction with Alfred, I guess I'll say, is Psycho, which I also watched on the channel and I loved. Now, I didn't know the twist in Psycho for some reason. I just have gone this long without knowing it. I don't think there'll be a twist in this. I mean, it's birds, you know? It's spooky birds. I can't imagine there being any twists with that. I don't know. But something that these like 60s, early 70s, mainly like 60s and 50s movies really do well are twists, I will say, all right? Same thing with Night of the Living Dead, which I did film for the channel, but my camera didn't record, and I already watched the whole movie, so unfortunately that is just lost media at this point. But after watching those two, I really liked them, and I decided now was time to watch another classic movie. This is like the definition of a classic like horror movie, and it has really good reviews. I feel like I sound like an idiot because it's like duh, it has good reviews. I mean, it's The Birds. It's Alfred Hitchcock. So it's like, what even am I rambling on about? I don't know, but if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this movie with me, then checking out the Patreon is the way to do so. That's all I know. Okay, so I think it's time to finally see what this movie is all about. I'm excited to jump into it. I'm excited that I actually have a snack. I never have snacks when I watch movies. I just raw dog it all the way through. I don't know why I do that. I'm gonna try to not do that anymore. Like, that's my New Year's resolution. It's not even December yet. That's my New Year's resolution, is to stop raw dogging films because it makes it so much more enjoyable to have a snacky. So I hope you have a snacky as well. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get on into it. Oh my gosh, wait, this is a Daphne du Maurier, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but there's a book that she wrote. She also wrote Rebecca, which is one of Taylor Swift's favorite books. That's how I know it. Hey, and I'm kind of glad I get to see this in color too. Not that I don't mind the black and white, but it is a nice treat to see a movie like this in color, because back then it's just like, you just never know. Back then, it was only black and white. You would have literally no idea what colors they were wearing. I get to know. It's like I'm in on a secret or something. Damn! Is that normal? Why does this store have so many birds in there? I mean, I get that it's like a pet store, but still. And it makes it really hard to hear the actors. I always say got real birds. This is literally the bougiest pet store I've ever seen in my whole life.
I wonder if you could help me.
Yes, what is it you're looking for, sir?
Lovebirds. These are for my sister for her birthday, you see, and as she's only going to be 11,
Wait, did he say his sister was 11? I'm gonna let that slide, I think. I don't know what to make of that. Huh?
Are they molting now?
Some of them are.
How can you tell?
Like, you have a lot of questions, sir.
Well, what about the lovebirds? All right, may I see it, please?
Sure. Holds up a mirror and it's them too. I mean, that would be kind of clever. Would it not? He's like, that bird does not seem to like you, miss.
Good day, Miss Daniel.
I don't know you.
But I know you.
How?
We met in court.
Yeah.
Don't you remember one of your practical jokes that resulted in the smashing of a plate glass window?
I didn't break that window.
What?
The judge should have put you behind bars.
You're breaking a window? It's like, chill. Thank you for having an easy license plate to remember.
Would you call the Department of Motor Vehicles for me? Find out who owns this license plate.
00 or 00. It's very different, very important.
Do you have any lovebirds? No, not.
Okay, you have every bird possible except for like the two kinds of birds that I want.
We have them here by tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? Where are you getting these lovebirds? Where are you having them shipped from?
Is that for Mitch Brenner? He won't be back until Monday. I mean,
Where did he go?
Bodega Bay. He goes there every weekend.
Bodega Bay. Where's that?
Up the coast about 60 miles north of here.
There's no privacy anywhere anymore. No privacy anywhere anymore. He was just straight up was like, this is where he goes. He goes every weekend. This is where it's at. This is how you get there. The chaotic screeching that they like input is so fucking funny. Especially because they cut it with her just like, look at her, she's chilling and it's like, "Wah!" Like she's on a mission. I wonder what she's gonna do. Like, does she want to flirt with him or does she want to get back at him?
I'm looking for a man named Mitchell Brenner. Where does he live?
Right across the bay there.
See, he just lives over there. That's it. Bye.
Where would I get a boat?
Girl, really? See, I don't know about her. Like, she's really going through a lot. I don't know if this is her idea of a practical joke as well to get back at him. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like an awful lot of work unless y'all are gonna end up together. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, all he did was happen to go to the pet store and then happen to recognize her. He didn't even seek her out.
I wonder if you could tell me
Hey,
the little girl's name.
He's like, if you're gonna surprise them, you don't even know the kid's name?
near the top of the hill, you'll see the school. That's where Annie Hayworth, the school teacher, lived. You ask her about the little Brenner girl.
Now he told this stranger where the kid goes to school. Now she's going to the school to figure out the kid's name. Like, is this not so dangerous? It's just because she's a girly, but she could be crazy. She could. We don't know her story.
Who is it?
What's your student's
Me.
name? Okay, thanks, bye.
Are you planning on staying long?
No, just a few hours.
Oh, then you're leaving after you see Kathy.
Well, something like that.
Actually, it's none of my business.
Well, it's a little bit your business. You're the
Well, I
freaking teacher of the kid. I actually genuinely wonder how much of this movie could be taken out with scenes like this. What does she do? Like, does she have a job? She just has so much free time. This is taking a long ass time. All right, you see him, girl. Now what? See, if this was like a, well, I was gonna say a horror movie. I guess this is supposed to be a horror movie. I'd say like we'd see him kill someone right now. Something crazy would happen right now. Oh my god! Okay, this is like the most extra thing I think I've ever seen anyone do. Just in general, like in life. She's now breaking into the amount of laws that are being broken right now. She is breaking into their house just for a joke. I think she did want to see him, but then backed out. Okay, I don't think we'll see his reaction because, you know, it's in the house. Haha. I mean, this is kind of a cute love story if they actually do end up together. Well, I take that back, because I just talked about the crimes that she's committed. And he knows that she has committed other crimes beforehand. But it is one of those things where it's like, what's something you can do that's, you know, yeah, I guess cute when you're attractive and scary if you're not attractive. Everything that she has done up to this point, those are all great examples of that. Ha! She's trying to act very cute. She's trying to like, my god, Anna scraped, you're just gonna get bird flu. She was like, really, my moment, we're seeing each other again. She looks cute and everything. Damn bird, ruined our love story. Or maybe added to it? Who knows?
Well, I had a man trip and fall in the parking lot once. Sued me before I could bat an eyelash.
I don't think Miss Daniels is going to sue anybody.
You're the lawyer.
Thanks, Dave.
So you're a lawyer.
How do you not know this? I thought we figured that out because you guys met in a courthouse. Did you think that he was also a criminal? Did they not meet on her case? I don't know what's going on here. I instantly assumed that he was a lawyer.
Besides, I was coming up anyway.
No, you weren't. You didn't even know about this place until what's-his-face told you about it, your neighbor. You got a very talkative neighbor. I am still very confused about her intentions here, much like I was in Psycho. I don't know, maybe it's like a thing with these older movies where there's not a lot of, I don't know, personal progression. Like, we don't really get a lot of like inner monologue. We don't really, like, you just see the people doing things. You don't see them trying to make that decision. The in-between parts. Is this her weird way of flirting?
Mother, I'd like you to meet Melanie Daniels. Miss Daniels, my mother.
How'd you do, Miss Daniels?
Okay, now why does the mom not like her? Why is the mom all weird? What problem do you have with me? Say it with your chest.
And you are staying in the weekend?
Well, yes, but
Well, you are, aren't you?
Is this like the best enemies to
I'll
lovers
pick you up.
story ever told or something? Because why are they treating each other like this?
We will be waiting for you.
Hey, look at her. She's like, she doesn't like her. Why?
do you suppose I could have the room for just a single night? You see, I hadn't planned on staying very long.
Yeah. Is that not sus? This girl is very suspicious. Along with that thing I told you guys about where it's like, what's something that's cute when an attractive person does it, but scary when an unattractive person does it? That same sentiment can be said about what, like, if the roles were reversed. If she was a guy doing all this, Like, I would have called the police ages ago. Ages ago. Like, she is doing the most. She is a stalker. Now, I'm not a supporter of it. I do like her outfit, though. Uh-huh.
Miss Daniels?
Yes?
Oh, they're beautiful.
Okay, so you did actually want lovebirds.
Fred, I don't care how many sacks of feed you sold him. My chicken... You don't think there's something going around, do you?
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
It's what you said, Mom. Mr. Brinkmeyer's feed is no good.
No, Kathy. He sold Mr. Fawcett a different brand. You don't think they're getting sick, do you, Mitch?
Is she okay? She's really concerned about things that don't matter. I mean, the chicken's gotta eat, but it's like, she just seemed really worked up about it. What is the story of their age difference? I mean, I can't ignore it again.
Are you coming to my party tomorrow? Oh, won't you come? Won't you please come?
Okay, no kid cares about an adult coming to their party that much. Nevertheless, a stranger.
But she did buy the lovebirds and then drove all the way out here.
Thank you for pointing out that it's weird.
She's always mentioned in the columns, Mitch.
Oh, okay.
She is the one who jumped into a fountain in Rome last summer, isn't she?
Ha ha! Woo! Sharks have a good time. She's a free spirit. Okay, I'm kind of warming up to our main girlie now.
How does Mother know what I like to do?
I guess we read the same gossip columns.
Oh, that. Rome. I was pushed into that fountain.
Without any clothes on.
With all my clothes on. The newspaper that ran that story happens to be a rival of my father's paper.
You're just a poor, innocent victim of circumstances.
I'm neither poor nor innocent, but the
Ha ha! I like that she admits it though. She's like, no, who said I was poor and innocent? Honey, I'm neither of those things. Get your facts straight.
Still like to see you.
Why?
I think it might be fun. What do you want?
I thought you knew. I want to go through life jumping into fountains naked. Good night.
That can be arranged.
How did you happen to come up here?
A friend invited me up for a weekend a long time ago. It was Mitch Brenner. I guess you knew that anyway.
Yeah, girl, I haven't even seen you guys together, and I know that you guys like each other.
Then one weekend he invited me up to meet Lydia. I spent days trying to figure out exactly what I'd done to displease her.
What had you done?
That's what I'm figuring out. I'm trying to figure that out too.
Now that I'm no longer a threat, we're very good friends. 'Cause she was afraid.
Afraid you'd take Mitch?
Afraid of any woman who would give Mitch the one thing Lydia can give him. Love.
That adds up to a jealous, possessive woman.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're saying one thing and it means this thing, but it actually means this, but it's not that. Girl, I feel like you don't know what you're talking about.
You see, I still like him a hell of a lot, and I don't want to lose that friendship.
What is it about Mitch that causes these women to, like, stalk him? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh my god. At least she chose a great outfit to wear. If we're gonna have to wear an outfit twice, we picked a great one. So, like, where are the birds? Am I crazy for asking that? Oh, where are the birds? Very aggressive. Ah! Can it please grab somebody and pick them up? What? Come on, man. Oh my gosh, what? I mean, I get this supposed to be like, oh my gosh, but that was a really funny visual. Because it looked like she was a robot and the bird was definitely a robot. I would love if you got hit by a bird and that means you got turned into an evil bird. Now it's a bird movie. Okay. Angry Birds.
Mitch?
What? What? That was random. You know, I did not know that was gonna happen. Dude, there's so many. No screaming? Okay, that's actually pretty scary. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. I love that it's just like an overlay of birds. I wonder what a remake of this movie would look like. I mean, I guess they would just CGI it, but it's like, let's get some real birds in there. Let's get some real angry birds in there, you know? I'm just curious to see how it would be executed now. Okay, I feel like this might take a while. But I was gonna say, I'm curious as to why, okay, so they broke up, Mitch and Annie, the school teacher. They broke up, and now the mom is nice to her again, but they're still friends. Why isn't she a threat anymore? Like, they can get back together.
Were the kids bothering the birds or something? If you make any kind of a disturbance near them, they just come after you.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. That is the mantra for the police force in Bodega Bay.
You got quite a mess here, I'll admit that. Maybe you ought to put some screen on top of your chimney.
Okay, you are completely useless, officer.
I think I should stay, don't you?
It would be nice if you could.
She's like, shit, this incident actually brought her closer to him.
Good morning, George. Is Mr. Fawcett around?
I think so, ma'am.
Okay, is this just a thing? Like, people just love to break and enter. When people say they miss the good old days, this is what they mean. When people say that, I'm just gonna think, oh, so you want to break and enter my house, not get arrested for it. You want to commit crimes and not get in trouble for it. My God. Oh! Okay, still no screaming. Tell him! Girl! Now that's comedy. That's comedy, baby. That was fucking funny. Not gonna lie. Use your words, woman. Come on. Get it together. Very touchy-feely for people who don't like each other. And that's what I thought.
Do you think Kathy's all right at the school?
Probably not.
Do you think Kathy's all right?
Annie's there. She'll be all right.
I love how she kind of like inserted herself in these people's lives. She's like, oh, Annie's got them. Someone she met 2 days ago. You know Annie. Classic Annie. And Kathy. Oh, that Kathy. Like, she is a funny one. We just met these people 2 days ago.
I feel as if I don't understand you at all, and I want so much to understand.
Why, Mrs. Brenner?
We're not dating.
And I don't quite know how I feel about it.
Okay, I appreciate your honesty.
I don't want to be left alone. I don't think I can bear to be left alone.
She's like, I really don't like you. I don't know how I feel about you, but please don't leave me. I don't know how I feel about this mom. She's kind of, I don't know. Do you want me to stay here so you're not alone because you have abandonment issues, or do you want me to go pick up your 11-year-old daughter out of school after you repeatedly asked me if she was fine there, and I repeatedly reassured you that she was fine there? You can't please this woman. You really can't.
Ristlety, rustlety, now, now, now.
This is old, like an old sea tale. Oh my gosh, this song! I'm sorry, but it's like, we get it. We're at the school and the kid's fine. Like, let's leave. How long is she gonna make these kids rehearse this song? Is the song really this long? Or is she trying to distract them? Or are they just really bad? And she's like, no, no, no! Get it together! It's Ristlety Rafflepee. Not Ristlety Rafflepee. Okay, this bird's gonna come. Songbird! Gonna come in and correct the pitch for you guys. Okay, now that's fucking odd. Don't disrupt the birds. Just quietly go over there.
All right, children, now quiet. Quiet. Miss Daniels would like to see how we conduct ourselves during a fire drill.
Now why does she want to see that?
We're going out of school now. I want those of you who live nearby to go directly home.
Home?
Now, is that clear?
Clear! Like, every last word she says, that's the one they emphasize. The kids are very calm about this. I mean, they were like, huh? When she was like, okay, we're ending school. But it's still, I'd be like, okay, you're telling me to run home. Like, I'm scared. Why do I have to run home? Aw, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, you're children. I know you can run faster than that. Ah! Actually, I don't like that. No, I got chills. I don't like that. Get your little beaks away from me! I don't like it! Hey, Chihuahua. No. What? Why me? Call another friend. Part of me feels like we would have been better off if we just stayed in the schoolhouse.
Well, I don't know, Daddy. Is there a difference between crows and blackbirds?
There is very definitely a difference, miss.
Thank you.
Ornithology happens to be my avocation. Birds are not aggressive creatures, miss.
To this bird lady, did you not hear the news? Like, this just happened this morning where a guy's body was found because birds attacked his house and poked his eyes out.
Get yourselves guns and wipe them off the face of the earth.
Oh my gosh.
5,750,000,000 birds live in the United States alone. And of the world.
Kill them all, get rid of them messy animals.
Not right after, while she's talking about how many freaking birds there are in the world, he's like, she'll say kill them all.
What's the matter? Something wrong out here?
We're fighting a war, Sam.
He's like, how long was I in there? All of a sudden we're at war.
If the young lady said she saw the attack at a school...
Oh my gosh, this freaking scene is like repeating the same story. We're just telling it to different characters.
Because I just got back from Dan Foss's place, that's why.
And he was killed last night by birds.
Now hold it, Mitch. You don't know that for a fact.
I don't need to be a detective to draw this conclusion, alright? That guy was killed by birds. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I just knocked that guy out. Oh, shit. Turn the gas pump off. Someone had to notice that, right? All it takes is someone throwing their cigarette. Okay, drenching the town. No! No! Oh! Okay, well, a bird did not cause that, but, you know, A plus B equals bird. I mean, they basically did. My gosh! Jesus! Okay, this is like actually the worst spot to be in. When did horror movies start to like have people scream? You know, because it's like we're not screaming. And it seems like this would be a situation where you would scream. Was it just not a thing to scream in horror movies? When did that start? It's kind of funny that they spent so much time on like not bird related matters. Why are y'all just staring at me like that? Okay, bird lady, what do you have to say about this?
They said when you got here, the whole thing started.
I was just gonna point that out. When she got here, the bird thing started.
I think you're the cause of all this.
Ah!
I think you're evil! Evil!
I'm not evil. It slaps her. Okay, bird lady, what kills birds? Like, there has to be a way. It doesn't help that we're like a fishing town. We got fish everywhere, so that's really gonna attract them. But how do we kill it? Also, I'm surprised it took people this long to like make the connection that all this bird drama started when she arrived into town. Right, everybody remain calm. No need to piss anybody off. No!
Oh, don't leave her there, Mitch.
What am I supposed to do? I'm not carrying a dead body around. Everybody, let's just remain calm, cool, and collected. And we're just gonna breeze right by the birds. Why don't we just leave? Don't we have to go to work tomorrow? Let's just go. Are we gonna figure out how to solve this problem or no?
What happens when you run out of wood?
Oh my gosh, woman! Get it together! What do you want me to do? This is a unique situation. I don't know what to do. You don't know what to do either. And you're making that poor girl cry. It's the lovebirds. That's when they started acting up, so when the lovebirds came into town. Figuratively and literally.
Why are they trying to kill people?
Girl, you're asking the same question that everybody else is asking. We don't know. No one knows, okay? I will say for these older movies, I like how they frame stuff, like where they put the actors. And one's in the foreground, one's in the background. But you see both and like it can be blurry and they focus differently. I like that. I'm telling you they're attracted to the lovebirds. It has to be that, right? What noise are they making? Was that a bird noise? Yeah, let's... Oh shit, you forgot a window or something. They're pecking through all the wood. They're like robotic birds. Ah! Oh shit! Like how long do birds live? They gotta just die eventually, right? Oh, okay, that was spooky. I mean, no one's screaming. No one's saying anything actually at all. I'm not even asking for a scream. I'm just asking for some verbalizations. I'm like, ah, shit. Well, they don't really say stuff like that back then, but you know, you get what I mean, right? I don't think there's gonna be any conclusion. I think we're all just gonna die. No, no, enough. That is enough, okay? This is spooky. I wouldn't do this. She's brave. Oh, and she closed the door, but she's inside. Ah! Get out of there, woman! You know what? Before I watch this, birds genuinely freak me out. This isn't helping. Like, the flapping of the winds gives me chills. I've gotten chills multiple times watching this movie. Ah! Girl, you have the power. You can get out. Okay, let's take the heels off. You're wearing heels this whole time. Ah! Don't accept your fate. Come on, soldier.
Bandages. It's terrible.
Gotta love the 60s. Is there gonna be any conclusion to this that's satisfying? You know, it's funny, maybe not funny. It's interesting that like these older like horror movies or whatever, they're very practical. When did we jump into like the goofiness? Horror movies turned so goofy to like where the characters don't make practical decisions. They don't make logical decisions. These older movies, all of these characters are making logical decisions. And it's also very slow because it's like, they don't try to put any more fluff in there than there needs to be. wondering what Bird Lady's thinking right about now. And look, and like the sister, right, the kid, she's fine. Now she's all sick. Wow, the irony in that was crazy. Now I know it's a lot of birds, but we're just gonna have to chill. Don't freak out on me. It's okay, it's okay.
Can I bring the lovebirds, Mitch?
No! Enough with these damn lovebirds. No! These lovebirds are the problem. I know it. This is our solution. There's not gonna be another solution aside from this. I don't know what it would be, but you know, this is it. That's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of the movie. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss. Now, I am glad I scratched the itch and I watched this movie, and I did like it. You know, maybe it's just because movies are different by today's standards. Like, there's so much fluff in here, or not fluff. There's just so much unnecessary parts in here. The whole first hour basically could have just been cut. You know, I don't care about Mitch and Melanie's relationship and the school teacher, and you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't really care about these people. And in today's world, we wouldn't have that, or it'd be like really fast. We're establishing that there's a connection. It wasn't uninteresting, I will say, so I'll give them that. It wasn't uninteresting, that whole, you know, first hour, but it was unnecessary. The whole movie, I mean, it's called The Birds. It's not called The Birds and Enemies to Lovers. I don't know. So maybe it's just because I'm more used to like modern movies that I'm kind of like, I don't really know if all of that was necessary. Great movie though. I do really like it. I think out of 10, I would give it maybe like an 8 out of 10 because it actually was decently scary. And like I said earlier, these older movies, what they do really well is play into like practical fears. You know what I mean? Like, it's not super over the top, like something that couldn't happen. This could happen. And like the people make practical, realistic decisions. I feel like they are real people, which is kind of nice, which some people, it can kind of come off as like kind of boring, but they are real people making real judgment calls in the heat of the moment. It's what it seems like. For the realistic aspect of this, I actually really appreciated that. But again, there was just a lot of build up and it seems like they didn't really know how to end it. I'm getting that vibe too with a lot of these older movies, is they don't really know how to end it. You know, Psycho, I feel like it was a good ending. Great ending, actually, because there's a twist. Night of the Living Dead also didn't really know how to end it as well. I feel like it was a random twist at the end, but it wasn't really worth it, in my opinion. It kind of was frustrating. And then this one, it was just very, no last jump scare, I guess I'll say. I guess Melanie getting attacked was the last like scare of the movie, but yeah, it's just interesting comparing it to like modern movies, what I'm kind of used to now, because nothing verbal going on when they were getting attacked. It was just very quiet. So 8 out of 10, I actually really enjoyed this one a lot more than I thought I was going to, and it makes me interested. I'm more interested to dive into not only just like horror aspect, but like even just classic movies around this time period, like Casablanca, Rebel Without a Cause. I've never seen those movies either, so just stay tuned in the future and I might just have to watch them and put them on the channel. But with that said and done, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons, and especially Mark Sylvester, James Cox, and E. Thank you so much, and make sure to go ahead and check out my Patreon if you haven't already. Okay, what do you guys think of The Birds of Mr. Alfred Hitchcock? Let me know what you think down below. What's another good classic 60s movie that I should watch? 60s, 70s movies that I should watch? 60s, I don't know if I would dive into the 50s. Maybe I would. Let's switch it up a bit. Throw in some like classic. I haven't seen any of the original Come, you know, classic Universal Monsters. I haven't seen any of those movies. So let me know if you're interested in watching me react to those, all right? But thank you guys for coming along with me on this journey. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all of that jazz, and as always, thanks for watching.